Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Chubbs Reviews, where I bring a review every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Uh, Today, we're gonna be reviewing Street Fighter V, a fighting game. This is like my third fighting game I've ever reviewed. I've reviewed Mortal Kombat 11, Injustice, Gods Among Us, and now Street Fighter V. Out of those three, two of them have been free for PlayStation Plus, like free, excuse me, free for the month, and that's what this one is. Street Fighter V is free on the PlayStation store for PS Plus this month, and I've always kind of seen Street Fighter V. Obviously, it's like a legendary classical game. It's been around since the '90s and '80s, I think. And I'm not a huge fighting game fan. Like I said, I've only played those three. I don't know shit about Street Fighter, um, really, and it's just free. And I thought it'd be fun to try out and play, and that's what I did. And it was very interesting. When you first load it up, you got many like things to read, like the terms of service ship. There's like a ton of them in this game, and then there's like certain you gotta say like okay to every update that they've added since the game has came out. It's like a 5 year old game at this point, and the game, doing my research on this game, apparently when it released, it had tons of controversies and not a lot of content at all. I'm not reviewing it or talking about or making my review based off that, but I'm just saying they've added a ton since then, or at least they. It seems like it with all the fucking updates that come up in your face right away. And I think they have because I would say this game has a decent amount of content. You got little kind of character story things where it's like two or three fights with one character, told in like a comic book format of story. It's not really that good. Honestly, this whole game for me, the whole Street Fighter world, is kind of one of those things where it's kind of so bad it's good. Like it's very, I don't know, weird, and like the world is just fighting. It's a world where everyone solves every problem, or even like when people first see each other, they just fight for like pleasantries. It's just like how it is. People fight for no reason, and it's one of those games that like there's ass and titties out everywhere, like beyond amounts of ass out in this game. Like I don't know, they definitely sexualize the women and the men just as much, but it is what it is. I don't really mind that stuff, but it's there. And some characters are pretty interesting, though. I will say that we got like Ryu and Ken, like the main people. The Street Fighter is known for that that sound Hadouken, Hadouken. Like that's what this game is. It's that fighting game. It's a little bit easier than a Mortal Kombat because there's no combos. I mean, you can hit some combos, but you don't gotta memorize buttons to hit combos. It's just one of those low, mid, and high, and like powerful and light strikes type of games. God, I'm burping a lot. Sorry. Um, so yeah, it's kind of more easy to grasp as a casual player than a Mortal Kombat. Um, at the same time, it's got, like I said, it's got its character story. It's got this arcade mode, which are also kind of like some little story elements. Don't remember too much about it, but it was cool. You just kind of like fight people in a tower, and with some guy's backstory in a sense. There's a lot of story they try to have here, but a lot of it's just nonsense to me, or just like it's super outrageous, and sometimes it's entertaining. Like it's so ridiculous that it's like entertaining, or it's so man bro ish. Like it's very like macho. That's like how the game is. That's the dialogue and everything. And then finally, there's a story mode that you have to download separate of the free game. It is free, but the story mode did not come with the game, so you had to download it. And I was pretty bored playing the story mode, sadly. I mean, it's fun. It's glad it's there. It's like 4 hours long. So if you wanted to, you could play all the character stories, all the arcade, and the story mode itself without even touching the online shit. Which I kind of played some online with my brother. He just kind of beat my ass a lot, and it was fun. You definitely could hop on with a couple friends, but there are better fighting games out there. This game looks like it has a lot of scummy kind of tactics, and especially when it released, it looked bad. Um, and there is like a lack of some content there, but it will hold you for about 15 hours of PVE content, and then or maybe even less than that, to be honest, like 10 hours. Um, and it is free this month on PlayStation, so just kind of letting you guys know that it's free. And my final verdict for this game is a 6 out of 10. Not as good as Mortal Kombat 11, obviously, but probably better than Injustice Gods Among Us in today's world. The graphics are pretty cool looking. It is kind of anime-esque, but it's kind of like comic booky, not really anime. That's how I'd say it. So it is what it is. I didn't hate it, but I'm not a diehard Street Fighter fan. Maybe I'll pick out the next Street Fighter. I always did notice this game was a PlayStation hits. like on there, and now I realize that Street Fighter Five, I'm pretty sure, is a PlayStation exclusive, which is probably one of their weaker exclusives. But we do have an exclusive fighting game on the PlayStation side, and I am Team PlayStation, but I am also pro consumer, so uh, exclusives suck, but they are what they are. And Capcom probably didn't need the money to to make a Street Fighter game, so it is weird because this is a Capcom game. They make tons of money, and they should just really do something good with their next Street Fighter game instead of making it where it doesn't have its story mode on time, all this monetization shit. That's just it's really leaking into fighting games, and that sucks. But the mechanics are there, and they're good, and the characters are diverse and interesting and somewhat. But the story is kind of like very just macho, over the top stupidness. Anyway, my final verdict for this, like I said, was a 6 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.